Good morning, childrens. Today we will be learning about the color theory. Today is the introduction class. We will learn about the basics of color theory. The first topic that we are going to cover today is about color mixing. It's important for you to know how to mix your own colors to create appealing color palettes. It's also cheaper than buying a tube of paint for every color. So now let us see the color wheel. In the color wheel we can observe a variety of colors that we can see in the rainbow as well. Now let us move on to our next topic, which is primary colors. As we know, all other colors can be created in different ways by mixing up the primary shades, which are red, blue, and yellow. Now, after we got introduced to the concept of primary colors, we will now proceed towards the concept of secondary colors. These are actually created by mixing our primary colors. First, let us see about purple. As we can see, blue and red can be mixed together to obtain a purple tone. Same goes for green. Blue and yellow gives out the color green. And when it comes to orange, the colors are yellow and red. Now, finally, let us move on to the tertiary colors. After the primary and secondary colors, now we can see how the tertiary colors are prepared. We can mix red and orange, red and purple, blue and purple, blue and green, yellow and green, followed by yellow and orange. And by mixing the following, we can create a variety of shades that you can see on the screen. Now, moving a bit deeper into the concepts of color, let us learn about the basic terms when it comes to color. Actually, knowing these terms will help you to understand and talk about colors and color theory confidently. First, let us learn about hue. A hue is the name of a color. Example is red, blue, yellow, green, and orange. Next, let us learn about saturation. Saturation refers to the intensity or purity of a hue. We can say how a hue is lighter or darker. It is based on its saturation. High saturation means the color looks really bright. Desaturation means the color looks washed out or grayed out. So, high saturation gives a brighter tone, while low saturation or desaturation gives a washed out tone to the color which is to be used by you. Moving away from saturation, now we are moving to our next important terminology when it comes to the concept of art and color, which is value. Value refers to the degree of lightness or darkness of a hue. A value scale represents a wide range of values. As you can see, the light, mid-tone and the dark tone comes from the different values of the same color, and that's how the values are produced for each color. Now let us learn about shade. A shade is a hue produced by adding black. Here you have a variety of shades of red made by mixing red with increasing amount of black. As you see, the bright red with a mixing of black turns gradually towards maroon to brown to dark brown to burgundy, and finally it is transformed into pitch black. Now we'll be introduced to the next important term, which is tint. Just opposite to the last concept, a tint is a hue produced by adding white. Now you have a variety of red tints created by mixing red with increasing amount of white. As you can see, the change in the bright red towards a lighter tone of pink, and finally towards baby pink and moving to white, and how the color changes when we come to the addition of white to a particular hue is introduced in this particular section. Now, let us learn about color temperature. Opposite temperatures create visual contrast and have different psychological effects. So, it is very important to create a balance of colors in your artwork. So, it's important to learn about the concept of color temperature. When it comes to color temperature, two categories we come up with are warm colors and cool colors. Red, orange, yellow. These are the warm colors, and purple, blue and green fall under the category of cool colors. The use of warm colors, red, orange, yellow, is generally perceived by bright, cheerful and happy environment, while the use of cool colors, purple, blue and greens, generally is perceived by dark, mysterious and gloomy environment. So, the perception of warms and cools is very important when it comes to colors. So, I hope children's now you have the concept of colors and the basic terminologies when it comes to color theory. Do take a note. This is your teacher, Debanjan Acharya.